Dude, dude, you know how if you shave your beard, you look younger?
Yeah?
What if you could like do something to your voice box so you sounded younger too? Like you shave your voice box or something. What? Okay, this
Okay,
this is not part of the. I don't know.
shaving your voice box would be slitting your throat.
Oh God. Oh no. All right, and now that I've said that, we could start the video. Go right ahead.
Well, I'm gonna need a moment. And without bothering with more of an intro, we are going to retell the plot of the Fear games. Fear 1. In the year 2025, the military contractor Armacam Technology Corporation has developed an experimental unit of telepathically controlled clone super soldiers known as replicas. Their psychic commander, Paxton Fettel, goes rogue and takes command of the replica prototypes, seizing control of the ATC headquarters in Fairport, Washington, and killing all occupants, as you do. A covert special forces unit, FAIR, which is called First Encounter Assault Recon. That's where the name comes from, Thani. FAIR. Did you like that?
I did very much, yes.
Yes. It is deployed to Fairport in response to the crisis. The team is commanded by Commissioner Rowdy Betters. I don't know why that name. That's not a funny name. It's kind of funny.
It's a little funny.
Is a little funny, and consists of Spencer Jankowski, Jin Sun Kwon, and a newly minted unnamed Point Man. That's the guy that you play as. The team's mission is to eliminate Fettel, operating in conjunction with Delta Force. Fettel is located by means of satellite tracking device and hunted by Fear, but manages to evade capture. Fear is later joined by Delta Force operatives led by Douglas Holliday to assist them in capturing Fettel. Over the course of the night, Jankowski mysteriously vanishes, and the Point Man witnesses unexplained and occasionally life-threatening paranormal phenomena, including, but not limited to, increasingly vivid hallucinations that frequently afflict him, all of which are centered on a red-dressed young girl named Alma. It's your standard spooky little ghost girl. But this time, she has fire powers.
Oh God, that's where the fear comes in. Me caveman, me friend of fire. Ugh.
Laptops found in the course of the mission, remotely hacked by Commissioner Betters, provide details regarding Fettel's background as part of ATC's Project Origin. He was raised to become a telepathic commander of the replicas, and that he is the son of Alma, a powerful psychic. The file mentions something called Synchronicity Event, in which a comatose Alma telepathically linked with Fettel when he was 10 years old and resulted in several deaths. The file also mentions the existence of another child of Alma who was born before Fettel. I'm gonna give you 10 points if you can guess who that child is.
Bro, I'm still stuck on the crazy Captain America guys running around, running amok, killing everyone in the headquarters in Washington.
Listen, those guys are actually really funny because the clones in this game has more personality than a lot of other written characters. But anyways, all clues lead Fear to believe that Fettel is being controlled by Alma, who was locked in the Origin facility when ATC closed down the project owing to the danger the woman posed. Fettel is searching for the same facility to free his mom. The Point Man travels to the abandoned structure, fighting back both replicas and ATC guards who have received orders to cover up the whole affair. When the protagonist comes to finally face Fettel, he is drawn into a hallucination where the Point Man is Alma's first son and thereafter enabled to kill Fettel himself. Fettel's death results in all the replica forces shutting down. So you killed your own brother.
Oh no. But that's okay, because all the replica forces shut down, and then that means world peace, correct?
Sort of. There are 3 more games, some of which you're going to retell the story of, so I wouldn't go that far.
Oh, that's true. The only Fear I've actually played is Fear 3, and I completely forgot. Oh no, it's not over yet then.
Yes. See, Alma is nonetheless freed when her storage chamber is opened by the ATC researcher and leader of Project Origin, Harlan Wade, who felt guilty over the company's treatment of Alma and who was actually her father. Yeah, I know, that's actually terrible. And she was dead, but she's not dead. We don't quite know, but she's like a spooky ghost lady thing now. It's all bad. It's all bad, man.
Really bad.
The Point Man is then called to sabotage the structure reactor, running a gauntlet against Alma's ghosts before the whole location explodes. In the aftermath, the detonation, a Delta Force Blackhawk helicopter, extracts the Point Man from the rubble, rescuing him, while he and the survivors of Fear, the Fear team, words, which are hard, they survey the results of the explosion from the helicopter. Jin wonders what happened to Alma. Just then, the helicopter loses power and Alma is seen pulling herself up into the cabin. The destruction of the Origin facility has not stopped her quest to get closer to her son. After the game's credits, the player can listen to a phone call between a mysterious senator and the ATC president Genevieve Aristide, which offers some further explanation. The woman considers the project under control and deemed the first prototype, presumably a reference to the Point Man, a success. And I just want you to know that during this whole debacle, where lots of people died, you kind of shut down the whole facility, and you know, there's an explosion. There's a self-destruct thing going on here. So they must have a lot of money just pouring out of their asses because you destroyed a lot of stuff.
Lost. One thing I'd like to mention too is I remember in all of the Fear marketing, Alma is like this scary, almost grudge-esque, girl that appears throughout to scare you and be mysterious and all that. But in reality, she's this tragic girl who was exploited, correct?
Very much so, and of course she is rather pissed about this whole situation, so you can't really blame her, but at the same time, she is just turning different people, some of which are completely innocent, into just piles of goop. I mean, flesh goop, blood and other goop. I don't know. I'm not gonna name all of the bodily fluids, but you know what I mean.
Yes, whether it's her time of the month or not, there's no real excuse to be turning people into piles of goop. Thanks a lot, Alma. Thanks.
You went there. You went there. All of the women that were subscribed to this channel is now gonna just unsubscribe due to your period joke. Thank you, Thani.
I think they're gonna see me as an alpha Chad and subscribe, Lost. I counter that. They're gonna be like, wow, he was brave enough to make a period joke. Congrats, you have my vote.
One more thing to mention before I just hand the story over to you. The expansions of Fear, Perseus Mandate, and Extraction Point, they are not canon because they were made by a different company, and the people that made Fear was like, no thank you, we want to have complete control. The Extraction Point is actually a really good expansion, while what's the other one? Perseus Mandate is absolute trash, and I think it's made by the same people. I'm so confused how one could be so good and one can be so bad. But you know what? That's neither here nor there. You're up, Thani.
Wonderful. Speaking of confusing things, though, is the second Fear called Reborn or Project Origin? I'm guessing it's Project Origin.
Yes. As a Project Origin.
I was like, oh yes, it's both of them? Okay, I'm even more confused. Thank you.
I'm here to make... this is what we're here, to make things less complicated.
In an effort to make things a little less complicated, I want everyone to know that the second game, and what I'm presuming here, starts exactly pretty much where it left off. I wanted to make this joke earlier, Lost, but I've been saving it for this epic transition. I
Okay.
imagined, right, that the helicopter from before grabbed you up, the point man, the player, and was like, dude, come on, we gotta go. You can't die here. We gotta go to the second and third games. And thus leads us to Fear 2. During the climactic events of Fear, a Delta Force team, codenamed Dark Sigil, is deployed to take ATC President Aristide. Aristide?
We're not gonna check it out, so who cares?
English is my first language, and it's still difficult. Oh man. Well, we take President Aristide into protective custody from her penthouse apartment in Fairport. The squads consist of First Sergeant Cedric Griffin, Sergeant First Class Harold Keegan, Sergeants Reed Junkowski, Manuel Morales, and Michael Beckett, who is the playable character this time, not the point man.
I just want to say, none of them have a better name than Rowdy Betters.
It's true. I was waiting for Rowdy Betters to make his cameo, but sadly all we get is Michael Beckett, and in this case, we kicked the Beckett. As far as names go.
Oh god damn it, Thani! That is... I hate you so much. I want you to know that.
Alright.
Even our editor in the chat right now in Discord says, wow.
Good. You know what? No, I saw the opening and I took it. And that's it. You're welcome. So all of these people, Corporal James Fox,
we are making great time with this one.
and their communications liaison First Lieutenant Kira Stokes. Okay, all of these people come, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Upon arrival, the penthouse is attacked, because of course it is, by ATC Securities Black Ops, dispatched by the corporation's board of directors. I don't know why I said that dramatically, but it was just the board of directors. After saving Aristide, Beckett uncovers hints of a project known as Harbinger, and that's pretty cool, because I think I remember that from the third game, which involves himself and several of his teammates. Aristide claims that Beckett and his team are the only way to stop Alma. But before she can elaborate, the Fear Point Man, the guy from the first game, detonates the Origin Facility's reactor, and Beckett is knocked unconscious in the explosion. Lost, have you played all the Fear games? When he recovers, Beckett finds himself and the rest of his squad in a hospital deep, deep underground, being operated on by a team of doctors under the direction of Aristide. The hospital comes under attack by ATC again, because they love us so much. The ATC cleanup crew specifically, led by Colonel Vanek, and Beckett must fight his way out, naturally.
That's how that's how that happens, man.
True. Call of Duty eat your heart out, not your haul out.
What's a haul?
Oh, I don't know.
Eat your haul out. I don't. I feel like it might be dirty, but I don't know. Rectum.
Anything could be good. Oh god. Oh no. Now I see it. Oh no.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what a hallway is, Lost. I'm trapped in these walls. While escaping, Beckett receives communications over his radio from a man who calls himself Snake Fist. And after escaping the hospital...
No. You can't continue after Snake Fist. We have to just mention Snake Fist. That is fantastic.
Dude, saw a snake eat your heart out.
There you go.
Colonel, it's me, Snake Fist. I'm a luchador now, yeah. Liquid, I'm gonna suplex you.
I'm gonna need a moment more.
I'm so entranced by Fear 2 already. We're never gonna get through this part.
Okay. All right.
Okay, you good?
Yeah.
Okay. So, after escaping the hospital and confronting the commander of the ATC forces, Beckett fights his way to the surface, where he encounters the reactivated clones of replica troops. As he moves to the surface, Beckett is repeatedly assaulted in a hand-to-hand combat by Alma, who, according to Snakefist, her colonel, is trying to absorb Beckett. Oh, okay. Drawn by the
I'd like to get absorbed.
Drawn by the psychic signal he now emits after being psychically altered in an attunement chamber that Aristide tricked him into entering. So it wasn't just your generic underground hospital. After all, it was a super secret attunement chamber that you've been tricked into entering.
Of
Thanks,
course.
Aristide. Yes.
You should have known. Damn it.
I'm also sensing a severe lack of Alma at this point. But anyway. After reaching the surface, Beckett regroups with what is left of his team, many of whom have been systematically killed by Alma. There she is! With only Beckett, Stokes, Morales, and Keegan still alive, the remaining members move to nearby Wade Elementary, a school now controlled by ATC security, where Snakefist and Aristide are hiding. Oh, we get to meet the man, the myth, the legend. Yes! Beckett discovers that the basement of the school is another ATC research facility for a project known as Paragon. Here, Beckett discovers that Project Harbinger was an attempt to create more psychic commanders similar to Paxton Fettel, a major antagonist from the original game. If you guys weren't following still at this point, just a little reminder there.
He was also a cannibal. I don't think I mentioned it.
He was?
Yeah, the way he kind of figured out where Alma was, he found people and ate their brains.
So, is he like a super zombie then?
I wouldn't call him a zombie. I mean, if he is a zombie, he has the best skin of any zombie I have ever seen. But no, he's definitely not normal.
A brain vampire.
Yeah, there you go.
Perfect. Beckett discovers that Project Harbinger was an attempt to create more psychic commanders similar to Fettel from the first game, and that Beckett and Keegan were the most promising subjects. Oh boy. It is during a confrontation with Alma in the school that she shows a sudden reaction to Beckett, creating a third form, if you will, of a naked and sexually provocative Alma.
This is going to be very important for later.
Yes, for the thumbnail, naturally.
Yes, there you go.
In the basement facility, Beckett kills Colonel Vanek and finds Snakefist. Snakefist reveals himself as Terry Halford,
Of course!
a researcher. Just naturally.
I knew it!
I would have totally preferred him to be David Hayter, though. Come on, I really like solid Snakefist.
Yeah, dude.
So Terry Halford, a researcher for ATC, he explains that the only way to defeat the sexually charming Alma is to travel to an Armacam facility inside a nuclear reactor on nearby Still Island, which houses a device that can amplify psychic power. With this device, Beckett can possibly defeat Alma with his own psychic abilities. And as Beckett and Halford prepare to head back to the surface, Halford is decapitated by a replica assassin.
I do love the replicas. They are great.
Well, how come it's always got like these things that we have to retrieve? They're always in these terrible, horrible places. You know, a nuclear reactor on an island. Why can't it be like at the grocery store or something?
Well, you know what? Well, just once, I wish that that was true. Just once, I wish we could play a game where, oh, you have to get like the secret virus antidote. Well, it's in the local pharmacy. Just I put it in the locker there. I forgot. Sorry. Just go and get it.
Really nice. Oh my goodness.
Mm.
En route to Still Island, Beckett's squad is ambushed by replica troops, and Sergeant Keegan wanders off in a daze. Beckett follows and tries to recover Keegan, but is instead delayed by more replica forces. So they're everywhere. They are indeed.
There is a surprising amount of replica forces. I mean, in the first game, I feel like we went a little overboard with killing all of those different clones, but I mean, there must be at least 1,000, 2,000 troops just wandering around there.
My God. After fighting off both the enemy soldiers and more of Alma's assaults, he eventually reunites with the remainder of the squad underneath Still Island and heads for the ATC facility. Beckett enters the psychic amplifier, and as Stokes prepares to power up the machine, she is killed by Genevieve Aristide.
Oh, not Stokes. My favorite character.
I know. I was so stoked to have them around, and now they've kicked the Beckett. Okay.
I regret not only this video, but this whole entire channel.
Oh, no. What? No! No, no! Too late now, Laws. We gotta keep going. We've already come so far.
Damn it, yes, you're right.
Aristide explains that instead of destroying Alma, she plans to seal Beckett and Alma inside the device together. So
Aw.
Aristide can use Alma as leverage against ATC.
That's romantic. I mean, not the together part, you know?
Yeah, like a lovely family reunion, yes?
No, well, Beckett is not a kid. Beckett is just some other random person.
Oh.
Yes, I don't listen. This is going to be very important. Beckett and Alma are not related.
Thank goodness. This is Fear, not Sweet Home Alabama.
Yeah, well, continue on. This is this is probably this next thing is what people remember the most from this game.
Alma attacks again, and Aristide seals Beckett and Alma together. Alma approaches Beckett, and he is sent into another hallucination where he fights off apparitions of a maddened Sergeant Keegan. While trying to reactivate the amplifier, Beckett sees images of Alma, who appears to be raping him in the real world.
Yeah. Oh. Yep. You're getting raped.
Oh God, do you see it?
No, but she she gets pregnant.
Oh no. Oh.
Yeah,
Finally. Oh God. Finally, after reactivating the last switch, Beckett escapes the hallucination to find himself sealed inside the device. The device opens, and Beckett sees Alma standing in the midst of a blasted landscape. Alma is now pregnant, just like you said, with Beckett's child, and the game ends as she walks up to Beckett and places his hand onto her stomach, and the voice of a child saying "mommy" can be distinctly heard.
It's yeah, no, there is no way we get around this. Beckett got raped by this corpse, I suppose. She wasn't supposed to be alive when they opened up the thing. Only her psychic spirit survived and is inhabiting her own corpse, which make her, I don't know. You just got raped by a ghost zombie.
I bet he wishes he kicked the Beckett now.
You know what? I agree. He definitely I see a pun. I see your pun. I see it.
Yes.
But I just agree because, you know, rape.
It's true. Yeah, it's too true. Dude, this game was like a terrible action movie from what this all sounded like. They
Mhm.
just kept going from a 0 to a 100 over and over again.
Yeah, I mean that is basic. The first game is basically a first-person Max Payne with a little bit of horror flavor segments, dotted in between. But the game is definitely way more horror, and they ramp that up, way more action, and they ramp that up even more in the sequel. And there we are. It's pretty extensive.
Man, it sounds like it got the Dead Space treatment then.
Well, we'll see, because this here, Fear 3, we're gonna now recap the story of that. So, 9 months after the events of both previous Fear games, the Point Man has been captured by armored camp soldiers and interrogated at a prison in Brazil. Paxton Fettel, now a Spectre, interrupts the interrogation and helps free the Point Man. The two form an uneasy alliance and escape the prison through the slums. During their escapes, the brothers discover that they and their tortured mother are being hunted by the Creep, a monster unintentionally formed by the cruel memories of Harlan Wade, which is her dad, which she killed in the first game.
Dude, it all comes back around, doesn't it?
Well, sins of the fathers and all of that. Hijacking a helicopter, the Point Man and Fettel return to Fairport to regroup with Fair operatives Jin Sun Kwon. Yeah, well, just her. I thought there would be more, because they have the name of the actress behind. But no matter. Upon arriving, they discover that the most of Fairport's surviving population have been either drawn insane by the paranormal activity or executed by Armacam personnel. Despite the differing goals, the brothers successfully meet up with Jin, who plays recorded video footage of Sergeant Michael Beckett, who claims to have been raped by Alma and is slated by Armacam for transport. Amid growing distrust, the brothers assault the local airport to intercept Beckett, killing the remnants of the Armacam personnel. In an attempt to gain info from Beckett, Fettel possesses him and reveals that Alma is indeed pregnant by Beckett, with the increasing paranormal activity a result of her contractions. Oh yeah, contractions, that's like the thing that you get when you are, pregnant.
Right. So was this like psychic contractions then?
Well, I guess the contractions are real but again, I thought she was dead, so she was pregnanting a corpse. Listen, we're men talking. We are not expert in this. Anyway.
They're very real lost, and they're hiding under your bed and in the closet.
Contractions?
Yeah. Psychic contractions. I don't know.
Anyway, Beckett realizes the Point Man's identity before exploding from Fettel's possession. The brothers head to the old Project Origin facility where Harlan Wade originally developed the prototypes. There, the brother starts destroying items associated with memories of their childhood past to weaken the Creep. The Creep is a great and yet terrible name. I mean, it's a great name for maybe a different type of monster that maybe pursues like women or something. But you're super soldiers. I feel like you can deal with a creep, you know?
Yeah, I remembered playing this game too, and both of the characters were serious badasses. Like, a typical creep shouldn't be a threat.
No. After destroying a monstrous apparition of the Creep, the brothers finally reunite with Alma, whose body has changed drastically due to her pregnancy. Okay, I'm gonna have to look up pictures of that. Can you remember how she looks?
She looks just fabulous. I'm gonna say that, and I'm gonna let you take it all in when you look it up later, Lost.
Okay,
Trust me.
all women are queens. The point man aims up his pistol at Alma's belly, where her third child resides, and Fettel angrily asks him if he's willing to throw his own blood away for orders. As they set themselves at each other's throats, one of two endings occur, depending on multiple factors such as whether the player has played as the point man or Fettel, or in co-op, who has made the most points in 5 different sections of the game's combat. In Point Man's ending, he shoots Fettel in the head again, even though he's a ghost, forcing him to vanish, then aims the gun at Alma before lowering it, and helps Alma give birth before peacefully vanishing. So, wait, what? So he shoots Fettel in the head, but then he doesn't kill the child?
I know, right? You were like, oh god, he's going for blood. Oh, he's helping. Oh, wow.
That seems
what
a little...
Chad.
Yeah, that seems a little weird. Anyway, the point man then learns from Jin that everything has returned to normal before taking Alma's baby away with him to safety. In Paxton Fettel's ending, Fettel possesses the point man's body and extracts the baby from Alma's swollen body. He then promises to raise the child in his own image before cannibalizing Alma.
Psychic vampire.
Brain vampire.
Brain psychic vampire. He floats around.
That. Okay.
Dude. Don't think too hard. Fear at this point is basically like Resident Evil 5, just like in a different shade. Honestly, it's literally as actiony as it gets. Chris punching a boulder, cannibalizing a woman, helping her give birth. Yes, very good.
Well, in a post-credit scene, video footage is shown of the synchronicity event, the moment when Alma, in a coma at the time, linked telepathically to Fettel when he was 10 years old. The event caused Fettel to go into a hysterical rage in which he gruesomely kills several ATC security members using telekinetic attacks before finally being subdued. Fettel is heard in a voiceover saying, "They deserved to die. They all deserved to die," and vowing it won't stop until Armacan is completely destroyed in the never-ending quest for revenge of his mother, whom he, by the way, ate!
Dude, it's like at the very end, they're like, oh god, this is supposed to be a horror game, quick! Make him creepily say that they deserve to die. Perfect. It's a horror game now. Excellent, yes.
Yes. Well,
Yeah.
that was fair. Gonna be honest, after you get raped in the second game,
Yes.
somebody cannibalizing another person, even though she just have given birth, no, I buy it. I buy it. I mean, they jumped the shark earlier.
With the way that the story all panned out and how crazy it got, honestly, like, no pun intended, I genuinely fear for this franchise. Like, was there anything after Fear 3?
No, and Fear 3's release was... Oh, was it 2011?
Oh my god.
Oh, Jesus, that is some time ago, isn't it? I mean, I don't know who owns these rights now then. I mean, the developer was Day One Studios. Was that the original developer? From Fair 1? No, Monolith Productions. See, Monolith Productions, they have made, if I remember correctly, Middle-earth, Shadow of Mordor, and the sequel to that.
Huh.
They also made Gotham City Imposters.
Dude, I've got to stop you right now, and I have to say, imagine buying the collector's edition of Fear 3 to get an 18-centimeter pregnant Alma figure with a glow-in-the-dark fetus.
And I can't think of anything better than that to end on.